that the dollar is going to get stronger and stronger.
Do you think he's right? Because I am not sure. Could someone take him away, please? Hello? Let's have a look what's going on. Coronavirus? Pandemic? I think that means a lot for the world economy anymore. At least everybody agrees on nothing is going to remain unchanged. Consumption habits, government expenditures, trade, savings, and of course base currency. Especially the dominance of dollar is going to change. Will it be diminishing short in a while? It seems so.
I don't see any way that the dollar can be a stable sole reserve currency any longer.
Oops, should I say base currencies? Anyway, in normal circumstances, a central bank pursues to swap local currency for having US dollar, so they can pay debt, realize expenditures, or print money to monetize. But nowadays, economies are trying to experience the use of swap lines by depositing their own currencies each other. So, what makes them to try that way? Swapping local currency for having non-base currency. Here is the answer.
And the dollar is very strong and people are investing in the dollar.
Easy boy, easy. Calm down, champ. With the pandemic, most of the countries urgently asked for US dollar through swap lines, which Fed did not respond equally or sufficiently. You hear right, Fed did not respond. So, after having experiencing Fed policies like that and the embargoes placed by the US, some countries decided to find an alternative solution. The suffering central banks, which has less amount of US dollar, have started to establish their own swap lines through their own local currencies each other. Generally, the limit for the swap lines is the amount of goods and services traded each other. Qatar and Turkey, Russia and China, those are amongst the successful cases for the situation. But here, an important criteria comes in, the value of swapped currency. In order to keep value stable, the central bank is supposed to print money in accordance with its gold reserves, which is less eligible to get manipulated or to manipulate, comparing the printed money.
Mark, a really pedestrian question. You buying gold right now?
I love gold, as you know. I've been saying this for a year.
I know, Mark. I love you too, buddy. You cannot create gold like you print money. The only way to increase the amount of gold is mining or trade. So that makes gold safer base currency comparing the printed money. Besides, there are increasing risks arise on US dollar. The trade policies followed by US. The trade war between the biggest importer and the biggest exporter of the world, I mean US and China. Relatively low yields on dollar bonds. Economies are still highly dependent on US dollar, but it is obvious to see that the rules of the game are tend to change. The gold's dominance is on the way, like in the old but the gold days. Wow. Like in the old but the gold days. Like in the old but the gold days. Like in the old but the gold days.
I don't see any way that the dollar can be a stable sole reserve currency any longer.
Now that makes sense, huh?